goodness. Oh my gosh. As I promised, I'm bringing to you a very special and good friend of mine, a colleague of mine, to be one of my first guests on my show. Is everybody doing a show or what? Let's talk about it. I thought it would be fun to create my own show to have some chats with the people I love and that I work with, that I admire and respect, and to showcase some of the things that they're doing while navigating this crazy time that we're in right now. Um, so today I'm chatting with Lamont Van Hook. Uh, but before I start, I everybody who knows me, well, not that's not true. I can't see. So these things, these right here, they're gonna come out every now and then. So I hope you're good with it because that's what's gonna happen. So anyway, so I'm gonna be chatting with Lamont Van Hook. He's an Oakland, California native who began performing professionally at the age of 14 as a drummer in a local top 40 band. I didn't know that. Uh, During that time, he also debuted as an artist in the gospel music genre. So let me put these on so I can see what I'm doing here. So anyway, Lamont, he's a veteran in the music business as a backing vocalist to many world-renowned artists. His musical credits read like a 800-page novel, and you know that's a whole lot of reading. It's crazy. He's worked with some of the biggest names in the world, artists such as John Fogerty, Rod Stewart, let's see, who did I say? John Fogerty, Rod Stewart, Stevie Wonder, Patti LaBelle, Michael Bublé, Quincy Jones, Blake Shelton, The Judds, Madonna. Good grief. Annie Lennox, Anita Baker, Diana Ross, Elton John, George Duke,
Okay.
Roger Daughtry, Tina Turner, Sting, and too many more to mention. We'd be here all day if I had to mention everybody that he's worked with. Um, so currently he's singing and touring with Phil Collins. Well, at least that was the case before pandemic hit. Okay. Um, so now he's not doing anything like the rest of us. Just kidding. But that pandemic sent all of us home, okay? So in the meantime, and in between time, do people still say that? I don't know. Anyway, Lamont's been working on his own project that I'll let him tell you about in just a minute. So, but before you meet him, let me just give you a tiny taste of what he's been up to.
People are busy talking. My boots are finally walking now from a living where my heart's been thrown away. I'm here lost and broken.
What's
Hey, how you doing, Valerie?
uh, I'm crazy, Lamont. I feel
It's
crazy right now.
Friday. It's good. It's Friday. It's Friday.
Is it Friday?
It is Friday.
Oh
It
God.
is Friday.
Okay.
So
Why
we'll
does
be
it
all right
seem
in just a little while.
okay? All right. Okay. So anyway, but tell me this. So you play drums? What?
Drums. I had a little organ. My dad bought me a little organ when I was 5, and he bought me a drum kit when I was maybe 7 or 8.
Mm.
And I played drums for many years. I just got tired of lugging them around and setting them up and breaking them down. So I grew up in church, grew up playing in church and clubs. Amen. Uh, and I decided to switch to piano because there was always a piano at church already. So
Right.
all I
Right.
had to do was show up.
Right.
However, the person that invented the piano bench with no cushion is bound for the lake of fire right now. Just saying.
Why though? Why?
Because, for the young ladies and young men that don't have a lot of cushion to sit on, that piano bench is really hard. And, going being in service and rehearsal a couple times a week for year after year after year.
Yeah.
I'm still traumatized.
You traumatized.
Just say, just say.
So wait, are you can you still play the drums though? Are you still?
I haven't been behind a kit literally in decades,
Yeah.
plural. I still have, I have my rhythm. The piano is a percussion instrument. Um, so I think I could pull it together if I had to, but I'm not trying to press my luck. I think I'm going to stick with the keyboards and the vocals for right now. Although, venturing into country music, which we're about to start talking about, I am on the verge. My uncle gave me one of his guitars.
Mm.
So I am just on the verge of making that commitment to learn that instrument, but just starting over from scratch is just pretty daunting. But
Mhm.
we'll see. We'll
Mhm.
see.
Okay, well I have another question for you though. Okay, here's my question.
Hmm.
How was it playing in the top 40 band as a 14-year-old, and weren't you too young to be playing with them? What's going on with that?
Um, so the answer to the last part of your question is yes, I was too young. So I'm not gonna say the name of the band leader on this broadcast right here, right now. Um, really funny and true story. True story. Um, he used to dress me up in one of his coats and put a hat on me and pencil in a mustache and tell me to play and sing, playing the kit with my head down in case the union man came in because we would get shut down because I was too young and not a union member, which I'm a very proud union member these days, I will say.
Yeah, you better
But
say that. You better say that and say it out
you
loud.
know, but it was really good training. Like, any place else you can get the experience. I say, get it. It was great training.
Uh-huh.
Being in church and then being in nightclubs, you get a similar response. It's not the same response,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you get a similar response, and that kind of feedback helps you grow as a
Mhm.
performer.
Mhm. Okay, well
Yeah.
then okay, so let's talk about country music. What made you choose country music?
I have loved country music for such a long time. My first country concert was the Judds. I was always the kid. I didn't want toys and stuff for my birthday and clothes. I wanted concert tickets and records. And that's still true today. So this particular year, I know I was in college, maybe a freshman in college. My mom got me tickets to see the Judds. And me and one
Wow.
of my cousins went, and we were probably, we were definitely the only two black people in the section that we were sitting in. I remember that. And it was so long ago, Garth Brooks was opening for the Judds. That's
Oh
how
my
far we're talking.
gosh.
Yes, Friends in Low Places was just starting to be every place, and great, great, great show. But I'm saying that to say I've loved country music for quite a long time. So now when people ask me why country, I say why not? This is uh, this music is to borrow a term from Quincy Jones. It's a gumbo.
Mhm.
Quincy
I
talks
like that.
about Mr. Jones, excuse me, talks about the global gumbo, the way our music comes
Okay.
together with
Yeah.
influence from different places.
Uh-huh.
And country music is a gumbo as well. It didn't really start looking like it until very recently.
Uh-huh.
With minority artists showing that they got to have a country twang too, and they love this music too. So I'm really excited to be
Mhm.
uh, a part of it right now. And this is the way I wanted to introduce myself as an artist.
Well, who are some of your favorites, and is there anybody that you in particular that you want to collaborate or write with or sing a duet with?
Lots of people in the country world, I cannot wait to do a song with Vince Gill.
Mm.
Um, I'm working on a song right now. I'm working on a lyric now, Casey Musgrave. So when you see this, I got the song. I'll have the song by the time you see this. I just think her record inspired me to do my record. And I
Uh-huh.
just think she's such a talented writer and performer.
Mhm.
And she comes from uh, not middle of the road
Mhm.
country. And I'm not coming from there either. So I think there's a place for everyone. And we got some beautiful things in store. Some of them we're going to share tonight. And yeah, I'm just excited. So who else? Uh, we just lost KT Osland, and that's been a
Mm.
dream of mine for a long time to do a duet with her.
Yeah.
Um, Uh, Cheryl Crow. She opened some shows when we were on the last leg of the Phil Collins last tour, and she was just such a delight. And I would love to do some writing with her. Um,
Tell her now.
Cheryl, what's happening? Let's work when it's safe. I don't have my shots yet, but I'm on a few lists. And when I get my shots, we're gonna do some things. We're gonna
All
do some
right.
things. Yeah, that's to a lot of people. But I'm in my bubble till I get jabbed. I'm just saying.
Hey, but it can happen for real. So,
Yep. And
we've
I'm
done a
ready. As
lot.
soon as they tell me I can have it, I'm in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I am in.
Um, I was gonna ask you, wait, hang on one second. Talk
Hmm.
amongst yourself.
Well, I will say that it outside of the country genre, because that's part of my sound. Growing up in church and playing in clubs and working with a lot of rock and rollers, my sound is a gumbo.
Mm-hmm.
And outside of the country genre, I'm just saying, since we're putting it out there,
Yes.
Miss Gladys Knight, oh, we gotta sing. Whatever you say, I would
That'd
love
be
to write
hot,
it. But
man.
if you sing and just let me every now, I'm good with that.
That'd be
Good with that.
hot.
I
Well,
don't
tell
think
her.
I probably wouldn't be able to do it because I'd be just in my head.
Oh my gosh, I remember when we were where I don't know where we were going. We were coming from somewhere on the plane, and I
Mm.
think Gladys was on whatever this gig was, and she was on the
Yes, I
gig, and
remember
we were
exactly
we
what
were
it.
on the plane, and she came on the plane, and you lost it. I was sorry, y'all. I gotta tell that one. You totally
Embarrassed
lost it.
everybody.
Oh, and
I
wait,
am
but
not
what happened?
ashamed
Huh?
that I am still a fan. I am
No,
still a
no.
fan of music and musicians. I'm still a fan of actors and great films and
Mm-hmm.
TV.
Mm-hmm.
And Gladys Knight
Mm-hmm.
is probably the artist that I have seen live the most.
Oh, okay.
And I have seen her show, you know, over a dozen times over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day when it was Gladys Knight and the Pips, I would go to the early show and the late show just to see how they would pace themselves, and if the second show was going to be
Mm-hmm.
a little laid back, and the first one would really give it up, because I was learning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we were in Curacao, Valerie,
That's where.
with the Diana Ross. And we saw more of our friends on that gig because it was a festival. So
Yeah.
we saw some friends of ours that were there
Yes,
with
we did.
Toto, with Mark Anthony. Uh, anyway, with Gladys and Herbie Hancock. And anyway, so um, we did the show and we're going home. We're on the flight back to the States. And, you get on at the front of the plane and there was Gladys in first class. And I've told someone that was going to introduce me to her before, do not surprise me with Gladys because I will embarrass everyone, including myself. And yeah, I kind of lost it on the plane, but they still let me fly. And you were gracious enough to introduce me to Gladys, and she shook this particular hand. I have watched it since, Miss
I was gonna
Gladys,
ask you, have you washed your
but I,
hand
I
yet?
didn't watch it for a minute. I didn't watch it for a minute because just
Ew.
cause it's like we got it like that. No, I feel her like that though. I feel her like that. Yeah.
That's so cool. Well, I'm sure that she loves that kind of stuff. Well, she does. I mean, I love her. She's like one of my favorites. She was my first tour, I think.
That's what you told me. That is
Yeah,
incredible.
I think
I
yeah,
think
my
now
first
when I
tour.
meet her again,
Hmm.
I think I'll do better. But
I think you
because it's
will.
all love,
I think you
but
should do
she
better.
still, yeah, but I like being a fan of who I'm a fan.
Hmm.
I think that helps me relate to people that come to the shows where I'm performing.
Yeah.
They are fans and they're there to celebrate
Yeah,
and
but Lamont, come on, you can't be you can't be like you lost it. Okay, you embarrassed
yeah,
me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
yeah,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
it's fine.
But check
I'll
this.
embarrass us all and apologize later. I love me some Gladys.
Apologize in
Amen.
advance. So check
Yes.
it out. I just wanna play just another little thing off your project, and then I want
Okay.
to ask you about it. Okay, you
Okay.
can check it out. All right.
I love a Jesus, but I ain't no punk. I leave people alone, yeah. I don't start a lot of hunk. I don't bother nobody, no, no. So don't bother me. Catch me at the wrong time, it'll cost you everything. That's why I'm here praying. Oh Lord, I want to be ready. But sometimes I need a real stiff drink. Right now, the temple's unsteady. I just might shoot them before they can blink. Father, my Father, hear my prayer. Please answer me when I am done. And bless my Bible, my bottle, and my gun. That's why I'm talking to you.
Woo!
Hey,
Whatever.
that
Yeah,
feels all right
Lamont.
to me.
That's
That
hot.
feels all right. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Now you
Thank
got to
you.
tell me what your Bible and your gun. Really? What?
This song is called Bless My Bible, My Bottle, and My Gun. And let me just say, because we're in a particular cultural climate right now, this song is a parody. It's all tongue in cheek.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have ever had somebody on your last nerve where you could flip out very easily, that's what this song is about. It's a prayer. It's a prayer to the master to send me some help right now before somebody gets hurt. Tongue in
I,
cheek, though.
I heard
Tongue in cheek.
that.
Yeah, yeah,
I
we've
love
all
it
been
though.
there.
Let me tell you,
Um,
y'all were killing it. Killing it. Okay.
and
Yeah.
such a
It
great experience doing this whole record, and one that song in particular was just
mhm.
fun doing it.
It's something about your music is when I listen to it, it gets stuck in my head. Seriously,
Yeah,
it'll be going on and on in my head all night, and then I just want to just punch you in the face. Just
it's
saying.
okay. It's a good thing.
Just
It's a good
saying.
thing. It's a good.
So
That's what
Lamont,
I'm after. Uh-huh.
oh no, you want to finish? Go ahead, finish your sentence.
I was just saying that's what I'm after. I want people to discover this music
Mm-hmm.
and and give it a chance. If you dig it, which I hope you will, that's great. If you don't dig it, thank you for listening.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little, the single's called Something New. My
Mm-hmm.
sound is something new. Me as a country artist is something new. So it's finding its way. We're very close to getting on the radio, which is going to make a big difference. And yeah, I'm just excited for people to hear it.
I'm excited for people to hear it because it's killing, and you got some of the
Yay.
best musicians and singers on there to do it.
Indeed. And they
Indeed.
all said yes before I finished asking, will you? And that's really true.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's just been such a pleasure. Some of the players on this record I've never met in person,
Oh wow.
because
Oh,
we,
because because you're doing it uh
Corona.
pandemic
I
style.
thought I was done. I thought I was done a year ago, but
Mm-hmm.
when Corona hit, I decided not to wait to release anything because who knew, and still who knows how long we're going to be dealing with this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I released a single on my birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and which is in this past June, and just been using the my career, the dues I have paid to navigate this new part of my career.
Yeah.
And
Well,
some
I'm telling
beautiful
you,
things have been happening, and some beautiful things are in store. I'm really, really
yeah,
grateful.
I'm excited for you because this is a great project. Um,
Yay!
so outside of being an incredibly talented vocalist, some people don't know, but you also are a voiceover actor and a commercial actor. And what made you decide to do that?
It's been 5, 6, 7 years ago. It hit me that I live in Hollywood, and the music business has been really wonderful to me.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else is right here. So, and some of my friends on the music side of the business that are also actors have been telling me for a while. You should do this. You should check out, start with commercials. You could be a commercial actor.
Mm-hmm.
So long story short, I started taking some lessons, uh, found a few great acting coaches, one of which I'm still working with now. And doing the thing, I've been featured in a couple national spots, and
Nice,
I
nice.
am soon to be doing, you know, I did a scene in a George Clooney movie, but like lots of actors, didn't make the movie, cutting room floor. But anyway, but it's coming.
Maybe they
It's
can
coming. I'm
use it.
so
Maybe they
grateful
can
for
use
the
it for the
experience.
next one.
Exactly. exactly. But yeah, it's I just realized I lived in Hollywood, and why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Exactly.
You
Um,
know, something new like what you're doing with this show and with photography and videography. Um, it's something new where for me, in many instances, music had become work.
mhm,
So it
mhm,
started out as only fun. Then it
mhm,
became fun that I could make a living doing. And then it became make your living doing this work.
mhm.
And now bringing the acting in, it's breathed a breath of fresh air into
Yeah,
everything, into my
yeah.
music too. I'm just in love with the process of songwriting again now,
Mhm.
and having some fun with it, telling stories.
Yeah. It's kind of like
Yeah,
what I'm doing here, just having
exactly.
a singing career most of my life, and
Mhm.
but discovering photography a few years ago. I always had a camera in my hand, but I started taking it seriously a few years ago, and I love it now. So I do all kinds of photography. Anybody need any headshots? You need any
Yes,
C
and
DVD
beautifully
shots?
done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
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 I
beautiful.
got a chance to do Lamont stuff. It's looking good. Wait till you see some of the video things that we have coming out. It's awesome.
Mhm,
Um, but uh, I wanted you to share with us one of your other loves, a love of
mhm,
your life.
mhm.
You don't even know what it is. Cooking.
No, because it'll be oh, absolutely.
I think I scared you for a second. Okay,
You know,
so
because you know
hey,
all the
you
secrets.
guys.
That's okay.
Lam- Wait, hold up, Lamont. Lamont
Uh-huh.
can throw down. Lamont can cook. Okay, and you guys don't know this, but he is really, really good. I mean, just the dishes and the pots and pans you use. I mean, that's like I'm like throwing something in a pan and it's done in 5 minutes. You're cooking stuff for like 3, 4 hours, whatever. so,
I
so let's talk
love
about that and where did you learn to cook, and then
mhm.
talk about one of your favorite cooks.
Ooh.
I know. Wait,
Okay,
no,
let's
no, no,
start
no.
from
More personal
the
than
okay.
what you're thinking.
It's more personal than what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
she's not with us anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Both of my grandmothers, I would say, and I got to say my mama too. And
Oh,
that's where I really learned how to cook. But I will say my dad can throw down too. I grew up around cooks and I grew up,
what?
hanging out in the kitchen and talking and watching and
Uh huh.
tasting and I live by myself. So if I like to eat, which I do,
Is
My
that
mother, which I thought was a great idea, she started me and my sister cooking when we were very young, elementary school age.
uh huh?
And the first thing we were taught to prepare was our favorite meal at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think mine was I remember mine being lamb chops. I don't know what we cooked to go on the side, but and I think my
Ooh,
sister's was spaghetti. But that
nice.
ushered in an appreciation for cooking.
Yeah. No,
And
you can throw down. I have to give that
thank
one to
you.
you.
I
Um,
enjoy it.
I
I
know I might
enjoy
have
it.
to move in.
Come on. After I
Well,
get my
after right
shot.
after
After, yes.
after
Yes.
all of this.
Yes.
Um, Matter of fact, that leads me to my next question. So people say in our industries or a lot of these industries that what's happening now is the new normal.
Mhm.
Working from home, social distancing. What's your take on that? I have a take on that, but what's your take on that?
I think a form of it will continue. On the acting side, I had an audition yesterday, and now as an actor, now I am required to self-tape my audition, which means handling lighting, handling camera, handling background,
Mm-hmm.
editing, and it's a lot, but it's safe. And I will say, as an actor, I feel more at ease when I'm
Mm-hmm.
home
Mm-hmm.
doing it. As a musician, I sorely miss being in the studio with people.
Yeah.
I really miss that, and I'm looking forward to that. As soon as it's safe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think some forms of working remotely are going to continue.
Yeah.
And the only thing that doesn't change is things keep changing. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe this is the next evolution of our working culture that
Yeah.
we're going to be able to spend more time at home, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I have to say,
I
for me,
actually
I like being at home.
I do too.
I
Yeah,
like my
I can't
space, is what I mean. Yeah.
I stay
Yeah.
in so much that I know you. and a few other friends will actually ready to come over and see if I'm still breathing. So thank you
Mm-hmm.
for that. I
Mm-hmm.
am. Uh,
Gotta check on.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I've been working on a bunch of stuff. You
Yeah.
know me. I'm always into my computers, and now I'm working on the video thing. So I'm getting my chops up as far as that's concerned because I'd like to offer that as a service as well. So along with my photography, and I also get to do my music inside of this as well. So
There you go.
yeah, and I just want to showcase. There's a lot of us that's not able to either do this or to get their music so people can see it, or
Yeah.
do something like this, like have interviews or talk to each other or play music so that they have something to give to somebody that might help create opportunities. So that's one of the things I want to do with this. Create opportunities for myself and other
That's
people
right.
too. So
That's
that's
right.
what we're doing.
That's right.
Okay, so we're almost done.
Okay.
But I want to do oh, before we get to this next thing,
Hmm.
you just did a was it a radio interview or magazine or something you just did recently?
Yeah, Val. Yes, I'm so glad you reminded me. Um, it's an online magazine. The web address is theindyposts.com. THEINDIEPOSTS
Man, I
dot
wish you
com.
had told me that
And
earlier. I would have put it in somewhere. We'll put it up
I'm glad
later.
you, yeah. And it'll be on all my social media pages as well, to remind everyone. But that's coming out on the 1st of April,
Hmm.
which I'm really excited about. We had a great time. I had a great time talking with Gina, and I'm sure the article is going to be great.
Uh-huh.
But I want to talk about what happened night before
I
last,
was
Wednesday
going
night
there.
in
I was
Buffalo.
going there, but okay, go
Okay,
ahead.
good. Okay,
No, no,
good.
no, no. You
Okay.
go. You go. And I wish I had a picture. What were we thinking? I should have had a
I
picture.
know.
You know.
Well, people have been sending me pictures, so those will be up on the website, lamontvanhook.com, by the way,
Mhm.
um, soon, and the social media pages too, because as it was airing on the East Coast, people were sending me screenshots.
Mhm.
But Valerie and I had the great pleasure of working with the iconic John Fogerty. We recorded his new single, "Weeping in the Promised Land," this past November, um, and it was very COVID safe, and we had a great time. And then we filmed a segment that aired this past Wednesday. It was called the Grammy Salute to the
Mhm.
Sounds of Change, or for the Sounds of Change. And yeah, whoever mixed it, I thought it sounded great. However, I will say I got a lot of camera love,
I was gonna
even while
say you
Val was
paid
singing the
you.
beautiful bridge.
Who did you pay? Because I'm
I,
like I
I
was
just
off
bought
into the
somebody some.
ethers
I
somewhere.
just bought somebody some cupcakes, and they
You did
said they.
something because I'm like,
No,
wait a minute. I could have
I'm
stayed
kidding.
home and did what I did. So
uh, that was a real surprise as she's singing this beautiful bridge. This solo over the bridge changes. They just come to my face. I'm like, keep going, because she's right behind me.
wait.
And then it was over.
So they thought you were singing that part.
I
I was
guess.
singing
I guess.
it.
That was so funny. But I
That's
have to say,
hilarious. I haven't
it
seen
was
it yet. I
wasn't it
did
such a
tape it. I
fun
haven't seen it.
experience?
What'd you say?
Oh, okay, I taped it so you can see it. Wasn't it a fun experience? John Fogerty is the
Oh, he's the
bomb.
sweetest
We're
man.
both
It
from
was
the Bay
really.
Area, graduated from the same high school. We found out as we were talking,
Oh,
and
really?
grew up in a small town in Albany next to Berkeley. Yeah, yeah,
Sweet.
just really, really nice man. I enjoyed that.
Nice. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
well, then that's why you had the camera play. So anyway, moving
Okay.
on.
Okay. Okay.
The quick round. Okay. You ready?
Okay.
It's gonna be real quick though. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Favorite food.
Ooh, pizza.
What did you just say?
Pizza. Still, not it's not keto, but I'm trying to figure out the crust part because I make my own pizza crust, but it's not keto.
Favorite
Pizza.
place in the world.
Prague, in the Czech Republic. I just think it's beautiful and historic and peaceful. I've always had a great time there.
Nice. Favorite movie.
Color Purple. That movie made me appreciate movie making. The way the acting was second to none.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the cinematography, how the scenes dissolved into each other. That's what made me start paying attention to directors and filmmaking. Color Purple.
Mm, mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
great movie. Great
Uh,
soundtrack. great movie.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say favorite actor.
Whoo, that's to Merle Street,
Okay, Merle. Your
Merle,
girl
Meryl Streep. Meryl
Merle.
Streep is just, she's a master.
Yeah,
there are several,
yeah.
but yeah, she's a master.
Favorite song.
Ooh, wee. Um, I'm going to say favorite song, Val. Really? Okay, I'm going to say "What a Wonderful World."
No, I'm sorry. I was gonna
Louis
cut
Armstrong. Did I make it? Yeah.
you. Which one?
That's
Which one?
so
Which one?
Louis Armstrong. What a wonderful world.
Aww.
I just think that particular performance of that song is iconic and
Aw.
timeless.
Mm.
Yeah.
Favorite stage. Not stage in your life. Favorite stage that you
Yeah.
performed on.
I'm gonna say the
Well,
Globe.
actually, let me rephrase that. Your favorite stage, your favorite moment on stage. How's that?
Oh, okay.
That
Well, I
better?
got my favorite stage too. Is the Globe
Okay.
in Sweden.
Okay.
It's a round, elevated, looks like a globe, and it's silver on the outside, and everything is red in the inside, like crimson red, like
Uh huh.
beautiful. That's a great place to work. My favorite moment on stage. Um, it wasn't during a show. I'm gonna say what's coming to mind now. It was before a show in Atlanta, and it was a Quincy Jones gig. And the contractor had asked me to, if I knew the song Georgia on my mind, because they wanted to get the band through the chart. So if I knew it, could I sing and get them through? And I said, of course I know it. Yeah, no problem. And so I think we went through the chart twice. And unbeknownst to me, Quincy was in the building, but he wasn't on the stage at the time I was singing. So when he did come to the stage and started walking towards me, I was a little taken aback. Like, is he coming over here? I know he's not coming over here, but he looks like he's coming over here, but he cannot be coming over here. Sure enough, he came over and said, man, you can really sing. And I want you to open the finale tonight and sing the first verse of Georgia for me. We do that? And I was
Wow.
like, yes, thank you. And I told one of my
Wow.
friends that was singing with this Lynn Fitman, I said, I bought background singing clothes. I need some downstage clothes. So we need to go shopping right away. Just what a great experience from someone as iconic as Quincy Jones to just be complimentary and let your brother have a shot like
That
that.
is so awesome. That's so awesome.
Yeah,
Wow. I
good
tell you,
moments on stage.
you've really been blessed. You really have been.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
And am being blessed.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. That's true.
Well, if you don't have anything else, there's so many more questions that I'm going to ask, but we're gonna do like a part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna do something like that.
Yes, yes,
And
yes, we definitely have more to do. I was just looking at my list, and we're good. I'm just so glad that you were brave enough to take this on, and thanks for letting me be one of your first guests.
I know my very first guest.
Yeah,
It's fun and scary and crazy and a whole bit, but hey, it's all family, right?
that's right.
It's all
That's right.
family. So I just want to thank you so much for hanging out. I couldn't have asked for a better first guest. So
Yay!
thank you. That was really fun, and we got to do it again real
Yeah,
soon. And 'cause
we will.
we just have too much stuff to talk about. So and
Yes,
and since you're
yes.
about to come out with this project, oh my God, you guys, it's so good. So anyway, Lamont, I'm gonna cut you off. Let me see how I can cut you off. You got to go.
Push the button. Push the button.
I'm gonna push this button. It's just gonna be me, so you can sit back there. But thank you again. I appreciate you, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
On that note, you guys, thank you for the first one. Okay, we did it, and that was a lot. I mean, the month's got so much going on, and I tell you, he's just one of my favorites. So I'm glad that he agreed to do this with me and help me out. But you can go to his website, and that's where you'll find all of his social media stuff. And you can follow him on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. And you can find his first single called Something New from his upcoming CD. It's on Spotify. So be sure and check that out. And on that note, I must say, see ya.
I am a lineman for the county, and and I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. Yeah, I hear you singing in the wire. I can hear you through the wire. And the Wichita lines, and now there's only one thing left to say.